video of today, and that is going to be a review of my fantasy football team from game week 1 of the Premier League season. Without any further ado, let's get on with it. First player in my team, Petr Cech. I thoroughly expected Arsenal to keep a clean sheet against West Ham United, and that's also the reason why I chose Laurent Koscielny and Mertesacker. And what did they go and do? They go and lose 2-0. Yup, they actually did that. Actually, I'm kind of happy to West Ham beat them, because I don't like Arsenal, but I just thought that their players would play good. I mean, because they're Arsenal, and they always challenge for the league. I mean, 4th place. My bad, a small mistake there. But yeah, they lost 2-0, and Petr Cech got 1 point. And he was also the reason why they lost 2-0. So yeah, and it's not like Koscielny and Mertesacker played well either. So yeah. And the other defender is Azpilicueta from Chelsea. I mean, he didn't do as bad. I mean, at least they didn't lose. But, I mean, they're Chelsea. They're the reigning league champions. I think they should beat Swansea at home. It's not like Swansea are a bad team either. But still. Yeah. At least Azpilicueta wasn't completely shocking like Petr Cech or Koscielny or Mertesacker. At least he actually played good and did some decent stuff. Next player is Victor Wanyama. Yeah, Southampton also drew 2-2. I mean, it wasn't a terrible game. I mean, Wijnaldum scored a ridiculous goal in his Premier League debut. Wanyama, who's massive, he's from Kenya, and I'm surprised he doesn't run in the Olympics and run long distance. Anyways, let's get away from the stereotypes and continue with fantasy football. Yeah, he wasn't amazing, and he wasn't terrible. He was just Wanyama being his normal self. Next is Eden Hazard, who really didn't play like the Eden Hazard that we saw against Barcelona this preseason, or the Eden Hazard that we saw last year. Yeah. And I thoroughly expect him to improve throughout the season, especially winning Player of the Season last year. Next player is Cesc Fabregas. He got subbed off with like 10 or 5 minutes left in the game. He wasn't terrible. I mean, he's the Premier League leader in assists. At least last season he was. I kind of expected him to run the midfield a little more than he did. I personally think Chelsea's misfielder. Perfect, Dylan. Way to mess up a video. But I think their best midfielder had to be either Oscar or Matic. Yeah, next player, Sadio Mane, who had quite a lot of chances against Newcastle, but sadly couldn't finish them, so he gets 2 points as well. Like 2 of Southampton's 3 players that I have on my team. And last player is Tadic, who got an assist and overall played pretty well. And I'm impressed with him, and I think he'll have a good season. And I also think Southampton are going to have a good season, not just a few of their players. And yeah, I mean, they played pretty good, considering that they lost Schneiderlin and Nathaniel Klein to Manchester United and Liverpool, respectively. And yeah, to be fair to Klein, he actually played really good. And I don't even know what Schneiderlin did to Manchester United, or how he did for them, because I didn't watch the game because I was still sleeping. But yeah, Tadic played pretty good. Next is Harry Kane, who, I mean, I kind of expected him to do a little better. I mean, he didn't do terrible. And then there's Wayne Rooney, who I kind of also expected to do better. But Manchester United still won the game, so he gets more points. And I ended up with a total of 31 points, beating Sean, also known as Blockbuster Pro. Speaking of him, you guys should go check him out. Fantastic YouTuber, uploads good videos, and has a lot of funny videos. And yeah, you should seriously check him out. I mean, he deserves a lot more views than he has. Now moving on to the bench. Mark Schwarzer, obviously on the bench, didn't even play. I don't have the bench boost, and I'm not going to do that. Graham Burke, and again, didn't do anything. Now here's why I'm pissed off. Reece Oxford. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to get him because I don't have any more money to buy players. What does he go and do? Puts in a fantastic performance against Arsenal, and also starts the whole bloody game. He plays so good, and guess what? He's on the bench. Yeah, and then Cameron Jerome probably should have had a goal for Norwich, but I think he had a goal disallowed or something. I didn't watch every single game because there are a few going on at the same time, so I'm sorry if I'm making some mistakes. I didn't look up every single stat, even though I probably will after this video. But yeah, overall, I'd say a pretty bad week, and we're just going to take a look at the Dream Team, or the highest point team, which is 86 points. Let's see what this lucky bastard had to say. Yeah, this guy is probably the luckiest person ever. I mean, to be fair, and he had to bench boost, so that's probably why. But yeah, besides De Gea, he did pretty well, actually. Why would you choose Nathan Redmond as your player? Like, really, why would you choose Nathan Redmond? But anyways, I've had enough complaining. I hope you guys enjoyed a double upload. Without any further ado, I'm out. Peace.